Hey everyone, so here's another video for you all, and to start I just wanted to clarify a few things that I had discussed in my first video. Number one being coping with alcohol, and a lot of people had told me that they could relate to this, and I really just wanted to clarify what I meant. Alcohol as a means of relaxation perhaps could work for many people and perhaps could work for a while. What we forget is that alcohol is an addictive substance, so if you rely on that too often, you will come to realize that your body will begin to need it, and that can become a problem. But also, I think in my past, I don't think I would have thought of using alcohol as a means to cope was a bad thing. We're encouraged to consume alcohol as a substance. In our society, it is the most acceptable substance to abuse. So the problem with me, personally, came with my age. After I had lost a couple uncles due to their degenerate lifestyle. Sorry to say, but it's true. And I realized that if I wanted to live past my 60s, I had to take care of myself in my 40s. And so when you're choosing life, you realize that it's very important the things that you consume. And alcohol is a really negative energy, it's a really negative soul-crushing power to it. And if you're trying to find yourself, or if you're trying to find your inner higher being, you're not going to find it with alcohol. So I just want to give you a few different postures to start with now as an alternative to reaching for that glass of wine. There are ways to boost our own energy, just like Dr. Bali was talking about last night, that we have the power in our brains to control how we feel. And how we feel is the guiding system. If you listen to how you feel inside, you will always know the right choice to make. The thing is that we try to silence that voice, and that is the voice of our higher self. And our higher self wants the best for us. Our higher self knows what is best for us, and our higher self is just waiting for us to get on board and get into alignment with that, with our ego selves, our rational selves that usually just get greedy, just want to do what we want to do, selfishness, judgment of others, all these negative things that our ego sort of clouds our judgment, and a lot of times we react with our ego. And through meditation, what we're trying to do is align our ego rational selves that are very useful on the mundane level, usually mostly during life, but to align it with our higher selves and our voice in our heads that is true source. And we want to align the two so that we can feel in balance and feel centered and feel the vibration of feeling good, following the right path, and believing that that's the point where anything is possible. So we're going to start with just one posture that I love, and really it's going to get you in tune with your third eye. So we're going to just stretch out on the mat all the way down. So here we have our knees apart, and we're stretching down all the way down. All the way, all the way, all the way. And we're going to press our foreheads onto the mat, and our hands are going to come above our head in a prayer posture. Now ideally we stay here for as long as possible. And what I want you to do is just watch your thoughts go by. Don't attach to them with your ego. Just watch them go by. And what you can do is focus on this part. Focus here. You'll begin to see some sort of light shining from here. And that's where you want to stay. Okay? When you're meditating, You're trying to focus on your third eye, and you're trying to align, like I said, your higher self with your ego self. And therefore, as the thoughts float by, you're not attaching to any one of them. You're just watching them float by. And that's when peace can come in, and that's when your ego surrenders its place in its importance in yourself, because it's not really that important. So another one that is really good as well is with your legs straight. We're going to lengthen up our torso as much as possible and stretch forward. Now we're going to clasp our hands and put our thumbs up and just reach forward. So here the energy we're creating in our hands is reading back through us into our hearts directly. What we want to do is strengthen our hearts with that energy. Have our hearts feel safe, and therefore your heart can open up. So what we want to do here is stay here as long as possible, 2 minutes at least. Your arms will get tired, but you'll see you'll start to be able to move a little bit more and more forward. And in lengthening your back and your spine, you are sending out the message to your nervous system to stretch itself out. And upon coming back, it will be relaxed. Also, the sciatica nerves back here, we're stretching them out, and we're stretching them out. And the longer and more stretched they can get, the longer you will live. So again, what we're trying to do is find alternative ways to relax than drinking alcohol, or any substance for that matter. We want you to believe that what you put in your body matters. And start to see alcohol as a poison, the poison that it is. And that you don't need that to feel good. Again, as Dr. Bali said to me last night, we have the power in our brains through meditation to access our serotonin centers, our melatonin centers. All the drugs that we need are within us. All we have to do is naturally make them occur. This does come with practice, but it's a fun practice, so why not practice it? Oh, I wanted to join into this subject, the idea of the meat eating, just quickly. I had to think about it for a long time, but I think for everybody it's a personal choice. For me, it's a similar idea that when you realize that you're eating something that was slaughtered for you, and that you don't really need to be eating it, it's kind of a negative energy. Don't do it. I mean, if it doesn't feel good to you, don't do it. If you're, taking care of yourself on a day-to-day basis and want to go to a restaurant once in a while and indulge in their fish or their seafood and a glass of wine, I mean, enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's a meal that was cooked for you. It'll be delicious. It's an experience. And for that, I mean, if you're going to choose to indulge, then don't give in to the negative emotion of feeling guilty about it. So everything in moderation. And that's all I have to tell you guys for now. More videos coming up. Oh, and I also wanted to mention, my next videos are going to be taped in a very beautiful yoga studio here in my neighborhood in the Island of Montreal. So looking forward to that, and see you all soon.